is Kiyra Lynn with Hollywood First Look, and today I'm chatting with writer-director Austin Stark and star Colman Domingo for their new film, The God Committee. Let's take a first look.
We can't waste a heart. It goes to somebody else in this hospital.
It has to be beating by 11 a.m. We need to be prepping someone else by 9:30, the latest.
Talk about getting thrown into the fire on your first day.
And sort through the matches, make a decision.
Our first patient is Janet Pike.
The idea of having someone else's heart in her body is disturbing to her.
Yet she's still listed.
You want Walter to have the heart.
Walter has the right disposition.
If I get rejected again, just let me go home.
Third match is Trip Granger.
His father's Emmett Granger, Granger Venture Partners.
When I heard about that heart, I couldn't help but think that God was looking after us.
We can agree to disagree.
Austin, your script was compelling and your direction in this was fantastic. The characters are so delicious and so complex, and you think that it's going to go one way and it spins deliciously in the other direction. And Austin, it was such a pleasure watching Janeane do her thing. She was so good in this. But of course, can we talk about Kelsey and Julia?
It's so interesting because Kelsey read the script, and I was thinking of either Colman's role, Father Dunbar, or Granger for Kelsey, and I sent him the script and he read it, and he's like, you know, I would love to just be a part of this, but I've never played a character like Boxer before, you know? And he's like, I just think it's like, I think people will really respond to it because they've never seen me do this. And I always love, casting people in unexpected ways, right? And so that's how Kelsey came about. And he really, Boxer is this brilliant but damaged man, and a contradiction, because at the same time he's incapable of being loved, but he's trying to save the world. And Kelsey just totally brought it. And Julia, to play against him, I mean, Jordan's the purest character in the movie. Most we kind of live in the grays of characters. Like, not everybody's all good or bad. It's not black and white, but black or white. But it's, Julia brought in authenticity and played the warmth of Jordan and the idealism in a way that feels very realistic to me. And I saw that in some of her other work, and I felt like she could really pull that off.
It's always been about maximizing assets. Unfortunately, the assets happen to be human organs.
What about Father Dunbar? He's not your average priest. So talk to me about what captivated you that made you want to play him.
Well, I thought what Austin has created was just a real, breathing human being. He didn't have all the trappings that what you think a priest is. He's very much, an ordinary man who's had a very, a complex past like anyone else. He is a disbarred attorney. He was married, all that stuff that you don't really think about. And you're like, oh, here's an ordinary citizen trying to do something good with his skill set. And then this now part of this sort of doing the board of directors bidding with making sure that everyone is being held accountable and doing the right thing. So I thought that was just an interesting character. I thought, I hadn't seen a character like that. I thought he was just going to be a priest and just do priestly things, but but he's just doing very human things and questioning, interrogating, and trying to hold people a little accountable, like let them be accountable to themselves more than anything. So I thought that was interesting to me. I thought it was not a cookie cutter character. And I wanted, of course, Austin offers you an opportunity to play with Kelsey Grammer and Julia Stiles, Janeane Garofalo. I mean, how much more can I just jump,
I would love for you to give the audience the 10-second elevator pitch as to why they need to go out to the theaters and watch The God Committee.
The first thing is that you have to go back out into the theaters. You have to go, you have to support, you have to be with one another so you can wrestle with these themes of this play that is now a film. Also, I think it's important that this film gets to the heart. I mean, who doesn't want to get back to that sensitive place where you're really thinking about saving the life of others? We've all gone through this whole experience in the last 16 months together. And I think as we go to the other side, We want to make sure we're looking after one another, and that's what this film will do. It'll help you inspire to look after one another, even if it means just becoming a donor, because you can save up to 8 lives.
Thank you guys. The film was fantastic.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kiyra.
The God Committee is currently in theaters and available on demand now. This is Kiyra Lynn, and I'll see you next time.
$25 million? We picked TRIP, and we're saving much more than one patient.
I spent 10 years of my life on this committee. Suddenly there's money in the equation. We got this guy looking over our shoulder.
Trying to figure out what a day of life is worth?
It's always been about maximizing assets. Unfortunately, the assets happen to be human organs.
You haven't disclosed everything. You're lying about your health.
You need to name a successor.
It's blood money.
Let the committee decide that.
We take it and we put it to work.
They had to cut another deal to keep this quiet.
Dr. Taylor, you're the decider.